Good day, everyone, up there in YouTube land. It is June the 12th of 2025, 10:34 a.m., coming to you from the communist shithole known as Ontario, Canada. Has everybody figured out yet that we're at war? That the whole world is at war? Because it is. We got riots everywhere. Another plane dropped out of the sky. It only made it to 600 and some feet in the air, and down she come. Landed in a residential area. They don't even know how many people are dead. It's a whole lot for sure. Another attack, cyber attack. You can. I've mentioned many times. I read a book years ago about how once the semantic web was active and going along, they're going to be able to draw planes right out of the sky. That's what they're doing. Another Boeing plane. It's always a Boeing one. We had a container ship in India just explode. Chemical plants exploding everywhere, all over the place. It's wild. It's all part of this war. None of it is just accidents or, attacks. And we're being replaced. White folks like myself. We're completely being replaced by invaders, by other cultures. The really ironic part, which means some people have a total block in their head. They're coming from countries where life is not good, and they want a better life. So if you want a better life, that means that the way we do things here must be better, because our country is where you want to be. You don't want to go home to your own country because it sucks there, right? So why are they trying to bring their culture here? This is what blows my mind. If they successfully do that, then this won't be a better place to live either. This will be the same as what they just left. Call me a racist. I don't care. I'm sick of that word in general. It's a stupid word to accuse everybody of, because they're discussing something that's logical. And what I'm discussing here is completely logical. We are being replaced. I heard the numbers yesterday. I watched an interview with PBD, Patrick Bet David, interviewed Tommy Robinson. Everybody knows who he is. And he is trying to warn the world of what's happening. It's really bad in the UK. The UK is gone. It's no longer Britain. It's little Pakistan now. That's basically what it is. Now, there's a perfect example. Things suck in Pakistan. Their infrastructure is horrific. Severe, intense Sharia law, which total authoritarian and brutal. Absolutely brutal. People are starving there. It's just awful. I had a guitar student one time from Pakistan, and he talked about when he finally escaped it. He's like, man, there was shit running in the streets. There's no sewage. It was awful. The things he told me about it. And he doesn't blame people for wanting to get out of there, but he was actually an intelligent guy, and he's like, but they come over here, and they want to turn it into Pakistan over here. Well, why would you do that? You just escape Pakistan. You don't like the way it is in Pakistan, so why do you want to make it the same here? Then it's going to suck here too. But this is what's happening. But I heard the numbers, and there was this many Muslims in 2004. Within 10 years, that number doubled, and then in another 10 years, it doubled again. And in Canada, it's actually tripling every 10 years. Okay, the number of Muslims is tripling every 10 years. Not good. Not good. And the reason it's not good is because there's a purpose behind that. They're burning down Catholic churches everywhere and building mosques instead. We're being replaced, folks. If you're a white native of your country, Canada, the U.S., wherever it is, a Western country, or somewhere in Europe, UK, you are being replaced. And I'm going to probably get a banner on, you'll notice a banner on this video probably, the Great Replacement Theory, especially now that I've said those words. Going to get a banner. I call it a badge of honor. A badge of truth is what it is. The psychology there is not hard to figure out. Why are they so... I mean, the reptilian one is the one that really gets me. If you're talking about reptilians, they got to put this banner up so you don't believe this. Like, they got to make sure you don't believe it. Why would they care if people believe about some reptilian race or something? There's absolutely nothing to it. And it's just crazy. Why would they be so adamant to make sure there's a banner on there to straighten people out about it? When I see the banner, I know I'm over the target. That's how I look at it. That's how most people do now. I've had people say, oh, I see you get your badge of honor on your video. Yep, my badge of truth. That's what it is. So, as I said before in a video, modern warfare, it's not necessarily tanks and bombs and, well, it's things exploding, obviously, because chemical plants blowing up everywhere. Anywhere where there's a toxic threat, if you know, from a fire or an explosion, and you've got all these toxic chemicals that are going to wreck the land and poison the people, and that's where you'll see explosions. People are blowing them up all over the place. And anywhere that has to do with meat production. Even here in Canada, they burned ranches, killed a whole bunch of cattle, burned them alive, like did some vicious, horrific stuff. That's the stuff I can't even watch. Hearing a report on a bunch of cattle that they burned alive, I can't even sleep for days thinking about that, because that's just, the cruelty to that is just beyond words. And when it comes to animals, they're innocent creatures. They don't have any animosity towards anybody. They just want to live their existence, and they're a lot more innocent than any human being I've ever met. I'm on the side of the animals always, always. They're doing some horrific things to them. So this is the war we're fighting right now. Anybody that gets on a plane, I think you're half crazy. Why would you get on a plane right now? Do you know how many planes have dropped out of the sky? Some of them, they got away with no deaths and maybe just some small injuries and things, but other ones not so much. And there's another thing that's strange about a lot of the smaller ones, like the helicopter that sort of exploded in the air and spun around and landed in the water, some of it, and then some of it landed on the land. 6 people in it, all dead. Then another little plane dropped somewhere else, 6 people in it. Then another one dropped, 6 people in it. There's a channel named Seconds of Horror, and another one he has, Minutes of Horror. And he did a deep dive into this. All the planes and helicopters that were just dropped right out of the sky and had 6 people. What do we know about that number? What do we know about that number? And to add to that, when I look down at the likes on a video, how many times in the last 3 weeks has it been, all of a sudden I look down, 666 likes? Over and over and over and over. I see other numbers too, but I think I see that one the most. That's the evil one letting his presence be known, in my opinion, in my belief. That you can argue with me if you like, and that's fine. You can have your own opinion, but I think that's what it is. He wants his presence to be known, and he likes to put his name on things. He likes you to be aware of him. He likes, well, some of us, some people he likes to just lurk around in secret, but those of us who know him know who he is and know when he's around. He likes to poke at us and instigate. He's like that. So we're at war. We're being replaced. I don't know if there's anything anybody can do about it anymore. I have a strong feeling there isn't. And talking about it does not make you a racist. First of all, as I have to mention over and over because people can't get it through their heads, Islam is not a race. Islam is a religion and an ideology, and also spawns into something called Sharia law. So there's no separation of church and state in their world. Their religion is their law, and that's what they go by. They literally go before a judge that's following the Quran. That's what they do. They've already started their tiptoe with things like Sharia banking. They have a whole different banking system called Sharia banking. And anywhere they can get that started in Western countries, they are. That's what they're doing. They don't deny this. They don't deny that they're going to take over, and that's their intention. They tell us that. I mean, they say it openly. How many videos are on YouTube now of a Muslim saying to the Western world, it's only a matter of time, and your world is gone. It's going to be ours. We're taking over. We're taking over every inch of the Western world, and the rest of the world too. They make no bones about it. So you're being replaced. There is no question about that. And it's a painful process because you slowly watch your whole world disintegrate in front of you and be replaced with something that's completely foreign and has already proven to create terrible societies in other places. Go visit Pakistan and see how it is there. Hard to believe they want to bring the same thing over here and impose their culture on us when that's what their culture does. It makes a country so unbearable to be in that they have to escape it to come here. Yet they don't want to assimilate. They're not here to assimilate. They're here to disrupt, destroy, and take over. And it's an unholy alliance between them and our leaders. We're being governed by our enemies who've decided that siding with them is the best way to go because they're going to be easier to control, they think. There's the big regret, the great regret as I've called it. That's coming. That's coming. People are going to realize what they've done. China and them do not like each other. China doesn't like Abrahamic religions at all. Yet they've sided with Islam. That's simply because they have a common enemy, and it's the West, and they both want to destroy it. After they destroy it, they will go at each other. That's what happens. Okay, you get alliances. Okay, well, let's help each other, and let's destroy. And then they do, and then they look at each other and go, "But we hate you too," and yeah, we hate you too. So then they go at it, and that's what's going to happen here. And this is a really funny thing to any leftists out there watching. Things like Queers for Palestine. Queers, just listen to that. Queers for Palestine. How do you think Palestinians feel about queers? Gays, trans people. I can tell you, 100%, I know exactly how they feel. They hate you. They hate you in a big way. How the left has aligned with Islam and LGBTQ plus CIA, these things don't make any sense whatsoever. Islam hates gay people more than anybody. Sharia law states that they should be put to death. So can someone explain to me why leftists support these two things? It's like, I don't get it. Somebody made the joke, it's like chickens for KFC. The chickens get together, and we love Colonel Saunders, man. We think he's the best. He's killed more of us than anybody ever in the world, so we just love him. That's chickens for KFC. I swear. It's unbelievable. Cattle for the Keg, the Keg Steakhouse, yep. Cattle in support of the Keg. It's unreal. Totally unreal that they can't see this disconnect. But it's just a matter of time, and it will be so undeniable, and there'll be so much regret. Why did we let this happen? Why did we let this happen? The world was free and good, and now it's under threat of Sharia law. Yep, everyone's going to realize what a problem that is before too long, I promise you. May God be with you all.